Hello and welcome. Today's headline was signed in real life, on a stretch of Tennessee State Route 386, also known as Vietnam Veterans Boulevard. A new set of signs appeared last month declaring it the Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. This surprising development has sparked a sharp backlash from Vietnam veterans of Sumner County, who feel the road has long honored their own sacrifice. The road, designated Vietnam Veterans Boulevard back in 1987, already carries monuments for 25 Sumner County service members who lost their lives in the Vietnam War. Each of those names was chosen with careful remembrance, and the idea of adding another memorial on the same strip struck many veterans as an choose someone of them method that displaces their own recognition. Take the voice of 78-year-old Vietnam veteran David Black, a professor at Vanderbilt University. He told us he woke up one morning to see a new sign parse up alongside the existing memorials. "We woke up to find that there were signs placed on Vietnam Veterans Boulevard, and that road has been designated as a memorial to Vietnam veterans for over 4 decades, he said. The sense of being blindsided hasn't been limited to one veteran. The president of the Tennessee State Council of the Vietnam Veterans of America, 80-year-old Barry Rice, added, "Many of our veterans are very supportive of some memorial somewhere for Charlie Kirk, but not on our Vietnam Veterans Boulevard." So who is Charlie Kirk? He was a prominent conservative activist, president of Turning Point USA, and died last year after a motorist car accident. He was known for defending what he described as freedom of speech and Christian values, and a segment of his critics would be surprised that the state has chosen to honor him in this manner. Representative Johnny Garrett, a Republican from Sumner County in the Tennessee General Assembly, championed the designation in March, emailing that constituents had approached him to find a way to honor Kirk. He chose the location because it is the main entrance to Sumner County from Nashville. His message was framed around the idea that Kirk's life demonstrated the kinds of defensive rights many veterans counter-veer. The veterans' dismay has been compounded by a sense of exclusion from the decision-making process. Dr. Black, a Marine Corps veteran who has been a guest on Mr. Kirk's podcast, noted that the legislative office had not reached out. "Vietnam veterans in Sumner County were totally blindsided by the move," he said. And when the veterans did express concern about an extra sign on the existing Veterans Boulevard, Representative Garrett claims that he took action to find a location that was most appropriate to honor both our Vietnam veterans, yet the decision bypassed consultations or a frank debate. The current signs still stand, as of last Wednesday, and veterans who traveled along the route could still read the names of their fallen brothers, and the new phrase, Charlie Kirk Memorial Highway. Chile veterans predict that a second legislative vote might be necessary to relocate or remove the Kirk signs. The Tennessee Department of Transportation, through spokeswoman Beth Emmons, said in an email that the agency had not received an order to. The source cuts off, but the implication is that the removal has not yet been authorized. So the heart of the conflict is a question of memory and respect. The Vietnam Veterans Boulevard was chosen to honor those who fought and died to protect the nation's freedoms, and now a separate kind of freedom, that of a political activist, has a shrine on the same road. The veterans desire that their own memorials remain uncorrupted, while the state chooses to expand its iconography without a full conversation with those whom it honors. In this story, we see that official commemoration is never neutral. It is the result of politics, heritage, and the evolving narratives about who deserves a place on our roads. By hearing from both sides, we can see how something as simple as a sign can become a flashpoint for larger debates about heritage and ideology. That's all for today's news roundup. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.